Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, bringing you girls high school section playoffs. Benilde-St. Margaret's comes in with a 12-1 record, taking on the Blake Bears 8-6. These two teams met in April. Red Knights won 11-6, and we're underway in the quarterfinals of the section tournament. The goal for both these teams to go to the state. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. And Paul, I don't have a picture on my screen here, so just FYI. And now we're underway. The Red Knights in white and red going right to left on a beautiful, and right away, there's a goal by Benilde, less than half a minute into the contest. And let's see, that looked like that was number 7, June Vang. The sophomore attacker gets the Red Knights on the board first. She came into the match with 18 goals, 6 assists on the year. So that gives her her 19th goal of the year. And the Red Knights off to a great start here early on. And we'll go back to midfield for the face-off. And Red Knights on a hot, humid day here in the Twin Cities, 81 warm degrees and only 5-mile-an-hour winds out of the west, slightly to the northeast. And now the Blake Bears have their first possession of the game. With it, number 13, Charlotte Palmby. She has 21 goals, 6 assists on the year. Palmby now brings it into the far corner. And I'm still looking for the picture on my screen. And okay, sounds good. All right, now here come the Blake Bears on the near side. Number 16, that's Hayden Wirt, 9 goals, 4 assists on the year. Bears now, they gave the Red Knights a test, 11-6, although they lost by 5 goals. That's actually a relatively good margin compared to some of the victims of the Red Knights on their schedule here in 2024. All right, Bears taking their time, and I think that's wise. They do not want to get into a track meet with the Red Knights. And now at the top of the key, the Blue Bears have it. Number 11 with it, that is Cynthia Lyman. She has 61 goals on the year, folks, so she is clearly their star that generates the offense by a million years. And now right in there, and Grace O makes the save. She came in with 5.8 goals against average, 144 shots all year long, 81 got by her. And now the Red Knights with another great defensive stand here early in the first quarter of this section quarterfinal. And now the Red Knights rush it to midfield. Pass ahead to number 24. That is Maggie Grotzik. She has 24 goals and 32 assists. She does make a lot of plays from that corner position. And now around the horn it goes to number 4 for the Red Knights, Katie Croft. Evans now to the near side at a 45-degree angles, 21, Madeline Kaltsas, and inside, and the shot and the save by the Bears goalie. Number 23, Piper Crow, the senior, in nets, and now a free opportunity for Vang. She's got the first goal for the Red Knights, going for her second consecutive goal with under 10 minutes to go in quarter number 1. She decides to pass it off to Evans. Evans gets stopped at the baseline, so to speak, goal line, I guess. And now to number 21. That is Kaltsas. And the Red Knights being very deliberate here. It's early here in the first quarter. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us on another section quarterfinal for a Red Knight team. This time the girls. Evans takes the pass inside. She got triple teamed and decided to pass it back out to the top of the key. That's 24 with it now, Grotzik. Now to Vang. That was number 6 though, Charlize Vang. So there's 2 Vangs. Charlize number 6 in June, who we've heard from already with that first goal, and now a whistle against the Bears is going to bring a free opportunity for Madeline Kaltsas, the senior midfielder, from a 45, I always say 45-degree angle. It's somewhere in there, might be a little different. And now the shot, save in front, rebound loose, and scooped up by the goaltender Crow. And a save by the Blake Bears, and now they will try to beat this impressive forecheck, a miscue behind, and Crow picks it up, and now she'll try the left side to break through. Red Knights defense trapping, rushing now the Bears to midfield. Evans on her. She gets triple teamed and there's contact. And the ball's awarded back to the Bears. That's number 4 with it, Vivian Filstrom, the junior defender midfielder. Now the Bears slowly working their way up, now getting pushed back. That's Vang, number 7, June Vang with the defense. Now at the top of the, right over the midfield line, Bears. That took a lot of effort on a hot, humid afternoon. I neglected to mention what the humidity is. The dew point's at 66 degrees. That is absolutely tropical. Humidity at 62%. So if there's any impact, and there's a pass and a shot and a goal. My goodness, the Blake Bears answer right back. The assist coming from number 7, Lola Palestrini. That'll be her 35th assist on the year. And I believe that goal was by number 6, Izzy Kreitzy. 23-3. I don't have a monitor that's operational at the moment, so I didn't quite see that, but there will be a replay, I'm sure. And we'll also listen to Mick, the legendary PA announcer here for the Red Knights, give us the straight scoop on who got that goal for sure. So yes, it went to Izzy Kreitzy. That's her 24th on the year. We're tied at 1 with 7:25 to go. Quarter number 1. We're taping live from Benilde-St. Margaret's and their home field advantage. And that's Julia Evans now doing the face-off. She wins it right away. She's going to Marquette on a scholarship. And as she should, she came into this season, or this game, with 42 goals and 35 assists on the year. And obviously the Red Knights are going to rely on her for their success going forward in this tournament. Now, June Vang to the top of the key, 24, Maggie Grotzik. Now to the far side, that is Charlize Vang, now inside to Evans, and she gets triple teamed. So there are the Blake Bears. And if I were them, that would be their defensive focus, is how do you stop Julia Evans? And you can see she does like to take that inside position inside the semicircle, but the last 2 times down the field on the offensive end, they have triple teamed her, then they back off. So the Red Knights are going to have to come up with an answer for that. And now there's a shot by Charlize Vang that gets deflected, and the rebound over to the near side in the corner. 6:25 to go, quarter number 1. Oh, I got my picture back. And play continues on. Evans now to 24, Maggie Grotzik. Blake Bears have to feel somewhat empowered here. Tied 1-1 over halfway through quarter number 1. No, exactly a halfway point. And now a whistle from away from the ball. And that is going to be a free opportunity. Now, I know that's not a 45-degree angle. I don't know, is that more? Does the number go lower as you go towards the thing, or does it go higher? All right, now Evans. She backs away. And good defense by the Blake Bears. That stands out right now. Now the pass inside and the deflection. No, it got through. No, a save by the Blake Bears. Crow with another big save, and they're going to need a big afternoon from her if they're going to upset the Red Knights. Now with it on the interception as the Blake Bears tried to break out with it is number 27, Brooklyn Miller, the senior. And she is a wily veteran, not only in this sport, several others for the Red Knights. Now here comes Vang and a goal, and that's her 2nd in a row. June Vang. My goodness, that goal recorded at 5:11 in quarter number 1. Here's that replay. June Vang is on a mission today, folks. She kept that left shoulder down, came around and used her speed and power to burn the defense, and she's got goal number 2. And if I'm the Red Knights, I would be feeding the ball to June Vang, just like a hot basketball shooter in any type of basketball game. When you're feeling it, feed them the ball until it's gone. And I would be feeling that right now if I'm the Red Knights. Any chance they get to June Vang. She has found a weak spot in the Blake Bears defense. And until they stop it, I would go to her as much and as often as possible. Okay, now back to the face-off. at midfield with 5:11 to go, quarter number one. Evans does the honors. She spins it out and successfully gets it to number 21, Madeline Kaltsas, and the Red Knights in business, although she's getting harassed well from behind by the Blake Bears defense. Number 6 doing very well, Izzy Kreitzy. And now the Red Knights are stable on the offensive end, and guess who has it? June Vang, number 7. Now behind the net, number 22, Carson Elliott. She came into the match with 13 goals, 8 assists on the year. Now to the near side, number 24, Maggie Grotzik. Top of the key, Evans. Now around to the right side to number 12, Lauren Hillens. Now back, reverses it to Grotzik. She fakes in, and now a whistle again from behind. And a stoppage, and now Grotzik will have an opportunity. She's a fair distance out from Crow here. All right, a free position, and Grotzik comes in and takes advantage of her position. She went high to the upper left-hand corner and beat Crow over her right shoulder for goal number 3 for the Red Knights. And that comes less than a minute, and here's that replay, and look at her start out of there. I equate it to like a sprinter in an Olympic sprinting event or any type of sprinting event where they come from like the starter. I forgot. I used to be in track way in the day. What are those things you put your feet in? But she got a good initial first step. Yeah, the blocks, exactly. It looked like she had blocks, and she got those first 2 strides that gave her just enough time to get that shot off and record goal number 3. That comes with 4:16 to go. Back to midfield. There's Evans, who's done very well at the face-off position the last 2 times, and now she just takes it on her own. Now a pass inside to number 21, Kaltsas, and that takes incredible skill. Are you kidding me? That play needs to be framed in the Red Knights archive as a training video. I kid you not. Evans takes the face-off, turns around unselfishly, gives it ahead to number 21, Madeline Kaltsas. She takes 2 steps, finds Grotzik in front of the net, and in 3 passes and less than 10 seconds, they get goal number 4. That is how lightning fast and exciting girls lacrosse can be, and look what it causes, a timeout by the Blake Bears, and a good timeout at that by Coach Lauren Ott, because the momentum was clearly felt like a landslide was occurring as the Red Knights have scored 3 goals in just a very short period of time. And that'll give us an opportunity during this timeout to look at the brackets in the Section 5A girls lacrosse. And there are the Red Knights. They they beat Rogers, I think 22-0. I didn't have it written down, but I did see that they won that. Oh, actually, yeah, it was 19-8, actually. Yeah, there they is. 19-5, the Red Knights beat Rogers, and Blake came through, and I'm not sure if I have that score, but nevertheless, they did advance to, they won 12-7 in the quarterfinals. I will say this, prior to Benilde playing Rogers, Rogers had to have a play-in game against Breck, and they won that 12-7. Then the Red Knights last week beat Rogers 19-5. Meanwhile, Blake did not have to do a play-in game. They are seeded number 5 there, and they won 12-7 over number 4, Wayzata. So obviously a mild upset there. So we've got number 1 against number 5. In the other half of the bracket, Maple Grove and Champlain Park. And so these are the semifinals, not the quarterfinals. The finals will come on Wednesday night. If the Red Knights win, we will be there bringing it to you on ParkTV 16 Sports. We are not streaming live, but you can catch us the next day on YouTube or on the website at ParkTV 16 Sports. However you consume our information here, glad you're with us. All right, now following the timeout, and there is Grace O with a 5.88 goals against average. 4:06 remaining, and it is a sweaty evening here. Just being here in the press box, 81 degrees, dew point 66 degrees. That's about as high as it gets. All right, now Evans back into midfield center circle for the faceoff. She's been stellar so far in the first quarter, and she gets it to herself again. That is just incredible skill. I can see why Marquette has offered her a scholarship, and there's another pass. It was right on the mark And unable to handle it was Kaltsas, but the rebound ends up in the Red Knights' position all the same, and now that is June Vang to the near side, Grotzik. And the Red Knights are in control here early. Number 4 with it, Katie Croft. Gives it up to Grotzik. They look so calm, collected, and confident out there. The 3 C's inside. Evans turns and fires. Are you kidding me? Wow. 43rd goal of the year. The assist is going to go to Grotzik. Watch this. And you wonder, that 5th goal, and the Blake Bears were very tenacious on defense, but suddenly it feels to me from my vantage point that they've sort of lost their mojo here. And this is when the elements start to take over. This comes from experience, having played a lot of sports in high school myself, that, you know, if you're down, the psychology with the hot, humid weather, the sun beating down can really start to impact that. Because not only are you mentally tired from getting beat so badly early on here, that the physical, the temperatures, the elements, you start to pay attention to them a little bit more. Much like in football, if you're winning and it's 10 below 0, no big deal. But if you're losing, you feel that cold. Okay, now play underway, under 4 to go. Quarter number 1, Grotzik now behind the net to June Vang. Then to number 22, Carson Elliott. Elliott back to June Vang. Now Grotzik. And just the way they're carrying themselves, there's so much confidence. Look at Grotzik. Just really confident in the way she moves around. That sends a message to the other side as well. Grotzik. And she has that height advantage, and now a whistle from across the way at about the 25-yard line. Just outside of our picture was a whistle, and they're going to give it back to Madeline Kaltsas now, and now she'll have a free position. Not a 45-degree angle, and she goes down low and beats Crow. 6-1. That goal comes with 2:33 to go in quarter number 1. And those low bouncing shots are difficult to handle at such close range. And look at that smile by number 21, Madeline Kaltsas. If you've ever played hockey, even get-up hockey on your neighborhood rink, which was my experience with hockey, played all the time, although basketball was my high school sport, scoring a goal is such a great feeling at any kind of sport. And there was the reason for that big smile. Now Julie Evans back to the center circle. The Marquette-bound senior whips that out and gets it niftily to number 21, Madeline Kaltsas, and now she's on the move as she sprints right through. Oh my goodness, that was spectacular, even though it was a miss. She went high to a leaping Maggie Grotzik. Watch this. Just leaping. Wow, she had caught that. She would have had to slow her momentum down and turn around, but wow, what great camera footage that is. Okay, now Red Knights maintain possession. We're at the 2-minute mark. Counting down quarter number 1 in the semifinal, Section 5A girls lacrosse section. State tournament ticket on the line here. Now with it is number 12, Lauren Hillens, and her shot goes back, and no, now back to number 22 behind the net, Carson Elliott. Now to June Vang. Vang now, as number 4 steps out, Katie Croft. She's got 15 goals, 3 assists on the year, Croft does. Now Evans, she's got 1 already, the leading goal scorer on the Red Knights. She gets pushed from behind, and there is a whistle. And she'll get that ball quite a distance now. But right at 12 o'clock, she and Crow, the firing squad right here. Let's see what Evans does with it. Is she going to pat? No, she's going to come right in and score it. Too much athleticism, too much speed, too much talent. And Crow, there was nothing she could do. The Blake Bears could not catch up with her. And right out of the blocks was Evans. She's got her 2nd on the night. That matches June Vang for the leading goal scorer here in quarter number 1. And we're now at 7-1 with 1:03 remaining as we see Evans trot off to take a rest with just a minute to go before the break. At the end of quarter number 1, now coming in For face-off duties, number 21, Madeline Kaltsas, the senior. So these girls, I'm sure, I don't know when the graduation was, but usually they graduate in May. It was last Friday. Seems to be a little earlier than when I graduated way back in 1980-something. It was always like the first Friday in June, which would be this coming Friday. But I've noticed in high schools, they seem to be a week or so earlier now in general. So these Red Knights seniors, this is it for them, right? I mean, and that's a motivation probably for the Blake Bears as well. This is the, what's that? Yeah, they still have Wednesday, but this is why you want to play and win, because the seniors, this is it for high school, their last experience, and it is over. Graduation, and if you got sports afterwards, this is your last moment. So I see that as somewhat of a factor for either team, especially for, well, not especially, only for the senior girls. All right, now a whistle as the Blake Bears, and it just occurred to me as the time is winding down now, 13 seconds, 12 seconds remaining, and a chance now for the Bears. Number 13, Charlotte Palmby. She's got 21 goals on the year, and an opportunity from the free position comes right in, and she beats Grace O at the tail end of quarter number one. Clock stopped with 1.3 seconds remaining, and the Bears get their second goal. And that could not have come at a more important time, in my opinion, for number 13 and the Blake Bears. Charlotte Palmby, unassisted, her 22nd of the year. She came in with 21 goals, 6 assists on the year, and that's a great time to get a goal late in the first. You're down 7-2. It gives you some hop in your step. You come into the break, and that'll change the mood and the tempo of that discussion for the Bears. It would give them some hope here as they find themselves down 5 here, and now face off, and that taking the draw is Kaltsas, and just as the ball gets tossed, the horn sounds, concluding period number 1. So after 1 quarter, our score is 7-2. Stay with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us.
While serving in Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor, creating new visions. Now, my fingers are my eyes. As a veteran, I know the challenges of life can be great. In my art, turning a lump of clay into something beautiful, that means a lot to me. Life is like that. We each must use what we can to make things better.
DAV helps veterans like Michael get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
Now, I show others how they can create something with their own hands. With support from DAV, more veterans can shape their lives into a thing of beauty. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
Michael Naranjo, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, bringing you semifinal girls lacrosse, Section 5A. The Blake School comes in ranked number 5 in the section. The Red Knights number 1. Looking to get back to the state tournament to defend their title, and we go to the center circle, and there's our score, 7-2. It was 7-1 until the 1.3 seconds remaining, where the Blake Bears got their second goal. Let's see if that gives them some sort of pep in their step. But there's Julia Evans, who's just dominated at the face-off position, and now the pass to Kaltsas, and it was short, but Kaltsas picks it up. Now it gets poke-checked away by the Blake Bears, and the chase is on. And number 11 did the defense, Cynthia Lyman, for the Blake Bears. And let's see, they are going to award it to the Red Knights. So they're on the offensive zone, wearing white tops, red shorts, going left to right this time. On a bright, sunny day here as we approach midsummer, early June. Summer is underway in Minnesota. And now a quick, easy pass. Evans hits the post, and it rejects out. Rebound. And the Bears are going to get it. Evans hits the post right here. She took that pass. Great athleticism. She had the snap that high out of the sky, and she hits the post. And now the Bears, after scoring a goal late in third quarter, and with it now is number 6, Izzy Krejci. She comes right in. Good talent there by number 6. Krejci now to the far side to number 8. That is McGaughan. And now the Blake Bears looking to try to inch their way back into this one with the ball. Number 7, Lolo Palestrini. Senior attacker, 24 goals, 34 assists on the year, and we have a whistle from the referee on the far side. And I'm not sure what the call is or who it was on. Evans is retreating to midfield at about the 40. All right, the ball is in the Bears' possession. Now with it, number 6, Izzy Krejci. Krejci tries that, gets double teamed, and she gets retreated back. Now on that far side, inside pass, broken up, or is it? Oh my goodness, that was intended for number 11, Cynthia Lyman. She was double teamed. There was a struggle. And the Bears come away with possession. Ball loose on that inside pass, and coming away with it on the turnovers, number 21, Madeline Kaltzas, and she'll rush on that far side. Look at the speed by Kaltzas as she gets across midfield and continues on. And she continues on even further, all the way as she loses the defender, and now she'll pull up, much like a galloping horse, and now she has it on a hot, humid day. Kaltzas looks to the sideline, and you wonder if she doesn't need a rest. She looks again. I think she's looking for a rest after that sprint in these conditions. All right, top of the key, number 6, Charlize Vang. Looks like Kaltzas has caught her breath, though. I'm sure in a section semifinal, you find that energy. Now out front to Evans. She had to reach for that. Again, showing her athleticism, and comes right in and gets her 3rd. Wow. Nothing else to say, but wow. She goes left, cuts back, catches the Bears defender on her heels, comes right in, goes to the upper left-hand corner, and drills that shot past goaltender Crow. That's her 3rd on the afternoon. It comes with 9:18 to go, and it's their first goal in quarter number 2. We're at 8-2. And then again, I have to ask Paul, our producer, what's that mercy rule? It's getting into play here. All right, so we're not all right, sounds good. We're not sure if they do it in sections, but when it's 8-2, used to be 12-goal lead during the regular season. We're not sure if that rule is in effect during the playoffs, but we'll find out perhaps. All right, now back to the center circle. Evans, it's 10 for girls, 12 for boys, and it's an unknown question, at least as far as we're concerned, whether it applies in the playoffs or the state tournament sections or the state tournament. Okay, now on that far side, Grotzik and the Red Knights, following that goal, have possession again. June Vang, number 7, behind the goal. She cuts right in. She's got an angle. Oh, she also hit the post, the second one in a row. Evans, and then June Vang, but she gets her own rebound and gets hacked from behind, and that draws a whistle, and she's going to get a free position. I just learned that phrase after, what, 8 years, 7 years? You never stop learning. Okay, now June Vang with 8:29 and counting down. 8-2, our score. Rather than take a shot, now inside Grotzik. Tried to shoot before she had possession, and now the Blake Bears, and they've got a good contingent of fans here supporting them. You could hear the cheers. But we have almost full stands here with Red Knight supporters as well as we approach the 8-minute mark, and the Bears have it. Centering pass gets deflected. Good defense behind by the Red Knights. Now they overplay it, and there to pick it up, Red Knights, as they fight for it, was number 2, Brooke Lizzie. The senior defender comes up with the turnover, and a nice outlet pass by Izzy to the Red Knights as they come along the near sideline over midfield, and with it is number 12. That is Hillens. She's got 15 goals, and what a sprint that was on an 82-degree, hot, humid day. And now June Vang slows it down, and the Red Knights are back on the offense with 7:25 and counting in the half. Now, with it, number 21, Kaltzas Around the horn they go. Hillens to Charlize Vang. Now June Vang. And now around the horn to number 22, Carson Elliott. And she'll slow it down. And you know this humidity, it's real stuff. It's a 66-degree dew point. That is in the tropical stage. And with that sun coming down hot out of the west, it could have an impact, especially in the second half. Now with it, that was Charlize Vang to her sister June. Under 7 to play in the half, second quarter. Number 22, Carson Elliott. And they're just taking their time. Oh, wide open was Hillens. She decided not to give it to her. But that was a nice break by Hillens and an opportunity lost by the Red Knights. Now top of the key, Evans. Last few times, nice pass, my goodness, and the goal by Charlize Vang. But that goal was set up by the beautiful pass by Evans, and I have not spoken about that enough on her game. And it's happened several times already in the first half, is that her ability to execute those short passes. And why I believe that is so difficult is that you're rushing really hard, and then to be able to just delicately toss that 6 foot, 6, 8, 10 foot pass going that hard while rushing, I think is a talent in and of itself and not to be underestimated. And there on display was why Julia Evans is the leading point getter as she gets her 33rd. No, let's see. She came in with 35 assists. That's number 36. She came in with 42 goals, and she's up to 45. All right, now 9-2 our score as we approach 6 minutes to go, and following the midfield face-off, a whistle, and with it is number 23, Genevieve DeCesar, following the one face-off by Julia Evans. And now again, the Red Knights on the offense with number 22, Carson Elliott. Now around to Grotzik, now Evans. Top of the key, that's 27, Brooklyn, no, that was 21, excuse me, Madeline Kaltsas. And now Vang. And I just love how the Red Knights just settle things down. They've got a 7-goal lead. It's a hot, humid day. They just want to lull the Bears here a little bit and also catch their breath. Got to manage the game. Now Evans. Pass to June Vang. They tried to do a give and go there. Good defense by the Bears. Vang comes in. She goes down. Ball loose. No whistle, and Crow has it. Nice defense by the Blake Bears, and they regain possession, but now the great offensive forecheck by the Red Knights, and that is number 6 now, Charlize Vang with the turnover, and just like that, that is demoralizing if you're a Bear player or fan. Just as they got that nice stop on Evans and the Red Knights, they were unable to get any type of offensive momentum. They turn it right back over. We have 4:44 to go. Top of the key now with it. That is Hillens, 12 to number 22 once again, Carson Elliott. She's such a stabling force out there behind the net, I have to say. Instrumental in their overall offensive success. And now triple teamed. And look at those nifty passes. Those short passes in between are what sets the Red Knights apart, in my opinion. And it looks appearing that they can all do it. Now Evans, she looked a little bit like she tried to take a step before she got it. But no harm done. She'll retain possession as there was a whistle. And now back, Evans behind the net. Again, Carson Elliott. June Vang. She's got 2 on the afternoon. She led the scoring with the first 2 goals. Now Grotzik, number 24. Under 4 to play in the half. To the near side, number 6, Charlize Vang. Top of the key, Grotzik. Over to June Vang. She tried to rush. Good defense by number 19 for the Bears. That was Winnie Uland, the senior defender. Just as I was looking down the program, there was a whistle, and I think we're going to get a free position for one of these Red Knights. And it looks like they're going to award that to number 22, Carson Elliott. Elliott has 13 goals, 8 assists on the year, looking to improve those stats with 3:13 and counting in the half, quarter number 2. And she takes a quick shot and a goal. Carson Elliott Sharpshooter eyes, and what a goal as she beat Crow on her right side, left side if you're looking, and here is the replay. Look at her stance there, just lets it fly. You don't have to be quick out of the blocks always, you gotta be quick with the shot, and look at that smile. Huh? The senior attacker gets her 14th of the year, and that was a brilliant goal. She had defenders all around her, and rather than try to rush in, she just wound up and let that ball fly and beats Crow to the left side, just inside that post, and it's 10-2 with 3:07 remaining. Back to midfield and the face-off. And as I indicated early on, there was a match 11-6 in April, but right now the Red Knights dominating, and now picking it up on ensuing face-off is Charlize Vance. She hit the post. That's the third post by the Red Knights. It could be 13-2, but it's not, as they hit their third post. Now the outlet pass gets met by Hillens, and she did initiate contact with the Bears defender, number 3, who was trying to rush away with it, Amelia Bush. But here's that goal right there, or no, the post hitting. I've never seen that many posts hit in a lacrosse game. Now with it, the Bears should be thanking their lucky stars those didn't go in if they have any chance, and now getting tripped up. Number 16, rushing across midfield on the far sideline was Hayden Wirt, the sophomore attacker defender. She had 9 goals, 4 assists coming in. And now the Blake Bears, with 2:10 remaining in the half, have an opportunity to score here. It's been few opportunities as the Red Knights have dominated. And now on that far side,
2 minutes.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. The official announcement from Mick, the legendary PA announcer here at Benilde-St. Margaret's. Hillens tried to take it away, but the whistle awards the ball back to number 8, Janie McGaughan, the sophomore defender midfielder. Now McGaughan ahead to number 16, that is Wirt. She comes rushing in with the left side. Her shot goes wide left. And that's nope, the Bears still have it with 1:27 remaining. Their last goal came right at the end of quarter number 1, and they're looking to get their third here late in quarter number 2, rushing the net and getting the ball poke checked away. Draws a whistle, and now a free position for number 6 for the Blake Bears, Izzy Krejci. She's got one of the 2 goals tonight. Looking for her second, and her free position. A lot of room there. She's going to come right in on Grace O, and she beats her. In the upper left-hand corner, 10-3 our score. That goal comes with 1:07 remaining. And defending, they came right in. She went right on Grace O, but then went back left side. And great strategy by number 6, Izzy Krejci. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing her name right. I apologize. In fact, I'm quite sure I'm butchering it, but it's Krejci. Krejci? That's my best guess. I hope I got it somewhat right.
Number 6, Izzy Gracie.
Gracie is what, Paul. I was close. All right, now back to the center circle at midfield with 1:07 to go. If you're a Blake Bear fan and you still have hope, you got to win the face-off, and there they do. And scooping it up, number 19, or number 9 is Jada Shenitz. And now the Bears come rushing in, contact, and they continue on with number 11 with the ball, Cynthia Lyman. She's got 61 goals on the year. We haven't heard from her in the scoring column yet. With 44 seconds to go, and if the Bears can get a goal here late again, the shot, oh, just over the crossbar. The turnaround shot by Lyman right here with 3 players, or at least 2, in her face. Ball possession continues with the Bears. Number 7 with the spin move, Palestrini, and she gets double teamed on defense by number 4, Katie Croft, along with number 2, Brooke Lizzie. Now the Bears, 17 seconds remaining. Coming on the right side, ball poked away, no whistle, still loose on the far side, and now a whistle, and they're going to award it to the Red Knights with 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Clock winding down, and this should do it. And there is the horn signaling the end of quarter number 2. We're at halftime from Benilde-St. Margaret's. Our score in this semifinal Section 5A contest, Red Knights 10, Blake Bears 3. Come on back for quarter number 3.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
We're back on ParkTV 16 Sports, bringing you third quarter action of the Section 5A semifinal girls lacrosse match featuring the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's, the defending champions in Section 5A, taking on the Blake Bears. They played once earlier this year, and the Red Knights got the better half of that. And now they have the advantage here in the beginning of the second half, and the Red Knights win that initial faceoff with Julia Evans. They've got a 10-3 lead, mostly on the F-Wall, the entire team, but Evans with 3 goals and June Vang with 2 gives the Red Knights partially their 10-3 lead here and underway. 12 minutes on the clock, and the Red Knights with a comfortable lead, 7 goals. But it's not out of the question that the Blake Bears could come back. As we've seen, lightning goals can happen in succession very quickly. Now with it for the Red Knights in the beginning of the third quarter is number 21, Madeline Kaltsas, another senior with the ball. She has 29 goals on the year, 17 assists. And now there's June Vang. 80 degrees now. It started at 81. Humidity, though, very high here in Minneapolis, St. Louis Park. And the shot by June Vang. And she gets the Red Knights off to the same start she did at the beginning of this contest, where she scored 2 consecutive goals, and now she gets her third, much like the first one as she went right. And look at that skill. She had a player right in her face, and she went with the sidewinder, much like a baseball pitcher, although I can't think of a baseball pitcher of recent times that's a sidewinder. I can only remember a guy by the name of Kent Tekulve of the Pittsburgh Pirates from the 70s, maybe the 80s, who went sidewinder. But that was June Vang with the sidewinder shot to give the Red Knights their first goal of the second half. That comes just 7 seconds into the third quarter, and it's 11-3, and there is a mercy rule at 10 as we are approaching that. We'll see if it applies, and there's Julia Evans, who wins the faceoff to herself, and now she gets it down to Grotzik, number 24. Just pure perfect lacrosse there by the Red Knights. Now at behind the goal, it's number 22, Carson Elliott. And the Red Knights now with their second possession on offense in the second half, and there's Julia Evans. She's got 3 on the night already. The leading scorer, heading to Marquette on a scholarship. Another one of the many seniors now. Grotzik comes in, takes that nifty pass, close range, and passes up the shot. Now she winds all the way around, counterclockwise. Now gives it to Evans. She darts left, comes in, double team, back to Grotzik, goes low, and Crow with the defense blocks it, and the rebound comes up. That draws a whistle by the referee that stops the clock. And it looks like Grotzik is going to get called for a penalty. It appears to me, I'll keep an eye as she trots off, and if she takes a knee, which she is, that's the invisible penalty box over there, and she's on her knee. So a player advantage for the Blake Bears with just under 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Let's see if they can take advantage. But there's that forecheck by number 6, Charlize Vang. And now the Blake Bears break across midfield. They try to head man it ahead, and it gets intercepted. And the defense, and now coming away was the Blake Bears from out of nowhere, number 9. That was Jada Shenitz, and she carried that ball the whole way. She persevered, she lost it, she got it back, and then emerged seemingly like out of an avalanche of players. Unbelievable effort by the Blake Bears. Number 8, Jada Chenitz. Grotzik still on her knee, so a player advantage for the Blake Bears. 9:13 remaining, pass inside, shot deflected by Grayso, and the save by Grayso. And she's got it on the rebound, and she'll lay it down for the defense, and they scoop it up. There is number 23 for the Red Knights, Genevieve DeCesar. Now DeCesar to number 21, Madeline Kaltsas, and she's got speed, and she's got moves, and she's got experience. And she comes to the near side and turns on the afterburners and trying to get around the corner as she gets pushed from behind by number 11 of the Blake Bears, Cynthia Lyman, and that draws a whistle. And a free position now for Kaltsas, as Lyman, along with Palestrini for the Blake Bears, will try to stop her progress. But here comes Kaltsas, and she just races away with that ball, and that calms everything down with 8:20 to go, quarter number 3. Number 21, Maggie Kaltsas, slowing it down here on a hot, humid afternoon in St. Louis Park. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us as we look at Carson Elliott to Julie Evans, and she's in an unusual location there behind the net. Keep an eye on that strategy for the Red Knights as they maintain their lead 11-3. Now the double team in the corner releases the ball to number 4 on the flank, Katie Croft. Now top of the key to Charlize Vang. Carson Elliott with it. She's got one goal. She shoots, and it was deflected maybe partially out of bounds, and the Red Knights will retain possession right here. Look at her nifty move as she split the defense. She got herself an opportunity but shot wide left. Now Vang to Carson Elliott. Under 7.5 to play, quarter number 3 in this section 5A semifinal. Now with it, Croft to the near flank. Now Grotzitz, and they will take their time. And I do feel this humidity is taking its, making its impact, let's say. Now coming out of the sidelines is number 12, Lauren Hillen. She's got 15 goals, 9 assists on the year. Now Carson Elliott behind the net as we are at the 7-minute mark right now. The sun high in the skies, partly cloudy, but mostly sunny. Didn't start out that way today, but it's really turned into a nice day. But the humidity is here, and there's Evans with goal number 4, putting the moves on. And the Marquette-bound senior leading goal scorer gets her 4th today. Coming right in there, going high. And there really is no stopping number 10, is there? That goal comes with 6:45 to go. That's the 12th goal, 9-goal lead. And we'll go back to midfield, and there's Evans waiting for Lyman of the Blake Bears. And it's been a long afternoon for the Blake Bears here. They lost back in April, nearly 2 months ago, to these same Red Knights by 7 goals, but they find themselves down 9 early in quarter number 3, or actually as we're approach halfway point. Now with it, here is number 9, that is Jada Chenitz, and she is impressing me here in the second half. She made a nice rush the last time the Bears had possession. She made a great rush there, and she is one tough cookie out there, playing very well, taking a lot of abuse, and holding on to that ball and emerging with possession. It's Jada, thank you. All right, now with it. Top of the key for the Blake Bears, number 9. No, that's number 8 this time, Janie McCon. And behind the net, there's going to be a whistle and an infraction, I believe, on the Red Knights, and now a free position for number 6, Izzy Critchie. She has a goal or 2 tonight. I don't keep very accurate stats, unfortunately, but I know she's got 1. She comes in, and the save by Grayso. She's been stellar in the nets tonight. I love how she leaves that for the defender to pick it up, number 23. This time again, Genevieve DeCesar. She gets it ahead to Julie Evans at midfield. Now all the way down to Carson Elliott. And the Red Knights are in business on offense once again with 5:20 to go in quarter number 3. Now, that is June Vang. She's got 3 goals on the afternoon to go along with Evans' 4. That's 7. And now to the top of the key, Croft, number 4, Hillens, 12, Evans, 10, Charlize Vang, 6, Carson Elliott, and June Vang. Back to Grotzik, around we go. 9-goal lead, under 5 to play in quarter number 3. Red Knights in cruise control here. If they get one more goal, it may be the mercy rule and running time. As long as they maintain that deficit, we're not sure if it applies to the sections. Some of these little rules I don't remember in a year. And look at the nice interception by Lyman. And she poked that out like a cat quick like reaction. That was suitable for framing right there by Lyman and the Blake Bears, but unfortunately on the back end, Brooke Lizzie, the defender for the Red Knights, takes away their thunder. But that was a beautiful defensive play by Lyman, number 11 for the Blake Bears. I'd love to see that replay if we get the opportunity. Okay, now the Red Knights retain possession with 4 minutes to go and behind in their own zone and rushing it nicely for the Red Knights. Number 9, Bailey Gray, does a nice job clearing the ball and rushing into the offensive zone. And now Grotzik, the experienced, cool, calm, collected senior, walks it on the left side and passes it back behind to June Vang. She rolls it to Carson Elliott. I love the rolling of it. I think it sends a message of confidence to the other team. You know, it's a different way of passing the ball. I haven't seen it used often, but the Red Knights are using it a lot. I also compare it to Graco, who I look back at her. She's getting water. You wonder what these goaltenders, go ahead. Oh, I see, all right. And there is a pass to Charlize Vang and a goal, and now there is a 10-goal lead, but the clock is stopped at 3:12. No, they continue. Oh, they went to 3:11, then it stopped. But 10-goal lead, and Charlize Vang gets her second goal of the afternoon. And I was just informed that the rolling pass, what has something to do with it mostly, if I understand the comment correctly, is that if the sun is in your eyes, you roll it so that there isn't any type of a turnover if the sun is in your eyes. And that makes sense to me. The sun comes right over the angle of where our cameras are. So right directly behind you if you're watching these images that we're projecting. And when players are looking back, and especially as this sun continues to set, it can really get in their eyes there. And so that makes a lot of practical sense. Okay, play underway following the faceoff won by the Red Knights, 10-goal lead, 2:20 remaining in quarter number 3. And the Red Knights just operating at top performance here right now. Grotzik. I do like to watch her style. Inside to number 21, Kaltsas. And a brilliant pass by Grotzik to Kaltsas. And goal number 14, and the clock is continuing to run. So running time is in effect. And look at those nifty short passes and the quick trigger on the shot by Kaltsas, and the big smile, of course, by Madeline. That's her 30th of the year right there, Madeline Kaltsas. That is something to behold. Another one of the many seniors, a very senior-laden team here, these Red Knights. They've been on a run these last several years. State tournaments every time. And now back to the center circle with 1:23 remaining and an 11-goal lead in the third quarter. And now at the center circles, Kaltsas. She takes on number 11 for the Blairs, Cynthia Lyman. And the Bears win that one. And that was number 9 with it, Jada Shenitz. And that is Jada right there again. I've spoken of her highly, and look at this is why. Look at her ability to take a shot to the head. Keeping possession of that ball in the basket. Look how she holds her hand high up on that neck. And I think that allows her to keep control. She's got a low center of gravity, and she's got great balance, and that's what allows her to be so effective in getting that ball into the offensive zone as she retreats now. Great midfielder there by Jada Chenitz. starting to emerge in my eyes as a stellar player for these Blake Bears. Now inside to Lyman, the leading scorer. She tried to get rid of it, couldn't get a lot on it, and it went over the crossbar, and the Bears retained possession. Here's that replay, and it was only because of the great defense as they converged on Lyman. And now Lyman again gets deflected, and the turnover is to DeCesar, number 23 on that far side as she rushes it, being guarded by number 7 for the Bears, Lola Palestrini. And then out of bounds, and a rare unforced error as that siren sounds to conclude quarter number 3. So after 3 complete in this semifinal matchup, our score 14-3. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us.
We got out of Washington State, and I think a week after, State went on lockdown for COVID.
So then when we transitioned to Texas, it was very much so like, what are we going to do now?
Operation Homefront has allowed our family to make something of ourselves again in the world after the military.
It's completely changed the way our life is. It took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are bringing you fourth quarter action in the Section 5A semifinal girls lacrosse matchup, feeling the defending champion Benilde-St. Margaret's coming in with a 14-3 lead here in the fourth. They have dominated. They're the number 1 seed in this Section 5A. Blake Bears advanced to the semifinals on an upset just last week by beating Wyzetta, the number 4 seed, 12-7, but they've got an uphill battle with 12 minutes to go and running time as we begin quarter number 4. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports, bringing you this great girls lacrosse action featuring some of the best lacrosse players in the state, and there is one of them in my estimation for the Blake Bears, Jada Chenitz. I've been mentioning her all throughout the second half, and there she is showing her talent. Number 9, Jada Chenitz. She's a junior. She'll be back next year. But for all the seniors on the losing team, this is going to be it for them as they move on to their next stage in their lives. Most of these girls have already graduated. They've done their final homecomings and all-night graduation parties. And these spring sports extend beyond those graduations. So for many of them, this really is the end of their line as experiencing their high school years. And it is melancholy, I think, as they look forward to their next stages, but have to say goodbye to their high school years. All right, now on the far side, that is Grotzik, showing some speed as well. Number 24, what can't she do? Now Carson Elliott behind the net as we're just under 11 minutes to go before the Red Knights advance to the championship match, and they will take on the winner of the other semifinal going on right now between Maple Grove, the number 2 seed, against Champlin Park, the number 3 seed in the other semifinal. Maple Grove won their quarterfinal 15-7, and Champlin won 17-1. And meanwhile, Grotzik gets her goal as they add to their lead, and it's now 15-3. Here's Grotzik splitting the defense, coming right in, using that superior height and talent as she beats Crow, the goaltender for the Blake Bears, and the clock in running time continues to wind down as we're at the 10-minute mark as we watch Grotzik make her way to the far sideline, and our camera will now focus midfield, and there's Julia Evans, their leading scorer. She's got 4 goals tonight as she'll go against the leading goal scorer for the Blake Bears, Cynthia Lyman. She had 61 goals coming into the match, but the Red Knights defense have kept her quiet on the scoring end. She doesn't have a goal or an assist tonight. And now the ball is loose. Picking it up is DeCesar, but there's a whistle and a spinning arm by the referee, and they award it back to DeCesar. And now she has it as the Red Knights go left to right, and there's Grotzik. And the Red Knights back in business on offense. and that is June Vang. She's got 3 goals. Elliott, she's got 1 with it. Now to the near side. That is Charlize Vang. Now Hillens. A well-oiled, big red machine, just like the Cincinnati Reds from back in the day with Pete Rose, Johnny Bench. Was Tom Seaver on that team? I think so. These Red Knights remind me of those Reds just because of their colors and how well they play and how hard they play. Pete Rose, nobody played tougher than that guy, sliding into third base on triples, taking out catchers, sliding into home plate. These Red Knights are just as tough. And now on that far end, June Vang. Now Grotzik, number 21. That is Kaltsas. She gets it poke checked away by Lyman, and Lyman coming away with it. She is prolific on offense, but she has proven her worth on defense as well, as evidenced by that play right there. She single-handedly took it away from the Red Knights. And that doesn't happen very often to the Red Knights offense. And now rushing it on the near side is number 4. That is Vivian Filstrom, the junior midfielder attacker, but now Grotzik has it. Number 24, she sprints away from the defense, and chasing her closely is number 6, Izzy Kreitzy. Kreitzy and Kaltzes. Kreitzy staying with her. Nice job by number 6 for the Blake Bears, and now number 6 for the Red Knights. Charlize Vang takes it slower to Hillens, and now top of the key to Kaltsas to Julia Evans. She'll spin around, and the Red Knights will just ground themselves here on offense. Now inside, got deflected, but it got through to Grotzik, and she puts it, Kaltsas, and she puts it behind Crow for goal number 16, and that comes with 7:10 remaining. And look at Evans with another assist with a delicate pass. It did get partially deflected by Lyman, but got through. Kaltzas was able to adjust, much like a wide receiver on a deflected ball or having to adjust their body to catch it. That's what Kaltzas did. And what a great goal by her. And that's her 31st to go along with 17 assists on the year. And there is the bracket. As I was mentioning, it's Maple Grove and Champlain Park, the 2 and 3 seeds in the other semifinal. We'll move forward to play the Red Knights right back here, and ParkTV 16 Sports will be here, bringing it to you on tape delay, just like this broadcast. And we appreciate your checking us out, watching this great girls lacrosse, some of the best in the state for sure. Now with it is number 9 for the Blake Bears. That's Jada Chenitz. She has impressed in the second half, and now Lyman with the leading goal scorer for the Blake Bears, and a nice pass to the wing on the outside to number 6, Izzy Kreitzy on the run, and a whistle and contact with DeCesar is gonna bring about a free position for Kreitzy. There she is, she's got a goal already tonight. She's gonna have a wide open opportunity to go against Grayso. To her left is number 27 on defense, Brooklyn Miller. She comes right in, can't get enough on it. Miller Krauser along with DeCesar, and that upset that shot, but the Bears come away with the rebound with 5.5 minutes to go. Centering pass, goes low, misses the mark. Lyman comes up with it and gets her goal. The leading scorer picks up the rebound and comes up high and goes high just under the crossbar. Watch this move by their leading scorer with a player in her face. She beats Grayso, and she has 61 goals on the year coming into it, and now 62. Here's the block. Right there. Grayso just deflects it over the goal. Great goaltender by Grayso, and great camera footage by our crack videographers. All right, back to the center circle. Lehman, her 62nd of the year. That is astronomical. She also has 18 assists. She's a senior. This is going to be her last match. And what a great way for her to go out to get that last goal in her last match. I'm sure she wants more, but we've got under 4.5 to play in this match. And the Red Knights are going to advance to the Section 5A Championship coming up on Wednesday at either 5 or 7:30. If you can't watch our tape-delayed broadcast, The Red Knights will love to have you come down here. It's a great atmosphere, big parking lot. They got the grill going, great concession stand. And a great way to spend a Wednesday afternoon or evening in early June in Minnesota with this beautiful surroundings, the marsh in the background. Great experience here. Now with it, Vang behind the net. June Vang gives it up, and the Blake Bears putting the pressure on. That was Croft now Carson Elliott, and they are really pressuring Elliott and the Red Knights, and now there's contact from behind by the Blake Bears, number 13, Charlotte Palmby, the junior midfielder defender. And the clock will continue to run as we're in mercy rule with 3:26 to go. On a hot, humid, early June afternoon / evening, there's Croft. And the Red Knights now prepared to just run this clock out here, except I don't know, I think Vang is gonna take a shot, and she did. And that went wide high over the crossbar, and not only out of play, way out of play. As it gets behind, they switch balls, and now they award possession to the Blake Bears, and that's Crow. It's almost intercepted by Krawczyk. My goodness, her height there. Now they force the turnover in their own zone. That's number 27, Brooklyn Miller with it. She draws contact, and now she has it as she rushes the right side. She's being guarded by number 9, Jada Chenitz. And she turns Miller around and gives it up to Charlize Vang, number 6. Now behind the net to June Vang. 2:25 remaining in the match. June Vang coming in. She's going to take another shot, trying to get her 4th, and an easy goal. Well, it wasn't easy. She worked hard for it. But that is her signature move, isn't it, folks? She comes from that right side. All her goals are almost exactly like this. She just gets that head of steam. She just lowers that left shoulder and then turns so quickly. And so much stability underneath her. And that is her 4th as she matches Julia Evans right there. Together they have 8 of their 17 goals, nearly half. And now we'll go back to the center circle with 1:43 and counting in this match. And the Red Knights will get an early evening break here. They'll have one more day to prepare for the championship against either Maple Grove or Armstrong, or Champlain Park. All right, face off with Evans at the center circle. That's picked up by Lyman. She has 62 on the year. Her pass misses the mark. Croft able to scoop it up, and that is another great skill by all of these Benilde players. Now the outlet pass to Caesar misses the mark. It was kind of over her right shoulder, couldn't come up with it. That's a turnover, and now the Bears have it with 1:06 to go in the match. And now Charlize Vang hacks from behind. That draws a whistle right in front of the referee. And now with it is number 6, that's Izzy Krejci. She gets it poke checked away by DeCesar from behind. Now Evans has it on the rebound from that poke check, and outlet pass to Krawczyk. I have never seen these Red Knight girls play this smoothly in all the years I've been doing this. They are really good, and they are senior laden, and it is showing off. And if you're Coach Anna Bowlesby, this is where you get to a place where you don't need to coach when you have this many seniors. They know how to play, and you just let them go. I can remember having a coach when I was a senior laden team, and he goes, I'm just going to sit back and watch you guys, because he'd coached us for so many years, and we were all seniors, and you kind of take on the leadership of your own, and that's got to be a joy for a coach, where you can just sit back and let them play, knowing that you've coached them well. We're at the 5-second mark, and here comes the final whistle as the Red Knights possess it, and they are going to the championship in Section 5A coming up on Wednesday, June 5th. ParkTV 16 Sports will be there. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our broadcast, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on Wednesday.